Cause be fucking for real. Be fucking for real.
Yo, yo, let me address the crowd. What the fuck?
Oh my fucking god.
Yo, they was wildin'. Like wildin'. It's the Bree and D show. Come on, man. Welcome back to the Bree and D show. That's Bree. I'm D. We are your hosts on this fun and fantastic audio journey. I feel like I don't say the word fantastic enough, so I just want to throw that out there. Um,
I was about to say I like that. I like that. Do it again. Do it again.
Fantastic. Um, Happy Memorial Day. You guys will hear this obviously on Monday. That's when our episode's released. We're not taking a break because of the holiday because guess what? We still got work to do. I had a lot of shit to do this weekend, and my best friend's wedding was yesterday.
Congratulations.
Congrats to Dita. It's saying best friend is weird because she's like my little sister. So, congrats to my baby sister Dita and Ryan, Mr. and Mrs. Carter now. So now I get to call her Mrs. Carter, just like Beyonce. So that's dope. They're brilliant, both of them, musically. I had the pleasure to work with them and help them record stuff for their wedding. While they were lighting the candles, there's a song that played. It's an original audio recording of them doing a duet, and it's called Two Becoming One. And then there's another one that we recorded for their first dance together. So yeah, I was blessed to be a part of their ceremony, and I'm very, very happy for the two of you. So to Dita and Ryan, I love you guys very, very much, and congratulations on this journey that you're about to, go on together. Bree, what the fuck are you up to? What's going on?
Nothing, but obviously wedding season is,
Wedding
upon
season
us.
is that was wedding number one for me this summer. The second wedding is in August. My nephew is getting married. I am one of the groomsmen. So 2 weekends in a row, I won't be here. So I got to tell you guys in advance, there may not be a show unless we can work out recording times earlier in the week. But so August 4th, I will be in Vegas for the bachelor party. I will come back home and then leave out and go to Eugene, Oregon. My nephew is a student at the University of Oregon. Go Ducks! And so I will be up there for the wedding. And it is wedding season. So you got any weddings this summer you got to attend?
No, my friends don't get married. What the fuck? We out here
Pound Town.
being yeah, exactly.
Y'all just going to
We out
Pound
here
Town?
thotting it up.
Just
Yep.
Pound Town, no weddings. Like, no. Get out of here. Get out of with that marriage shit. Okay, just left
But
Pound
I
Town.
do want to know, are you gonna do all the audio shit for my wedding? I mean, damn.
Hey, man, look. Here's the thing. If you're good at something, don't ever do it for free. Except for parenting and being a family member. That's different. But,
No, I expect my kids to pay me back. What are you talking
okay,
about?
so do you remember the movie I Love You, Beth Cooper? It was one of those teen movies that came out during that period
Yes.
where okay. So I think the movie leaves. No, he mentions it in the movie as well, but in the book he gives a real itemized breakdown. So the day that they graduated, one of them got an iPod, and the other one got an itemized statement from his father on all the money that he owed him for like shit he had done for him over his life, room and board, meals, and all that stuff. Like at 18 years old, I just walked across the stage and got a diploma, and you expect me to pay you back for every meal you've given me for my life? That is fucking nuts.
Can you imagine having to price that out? Okay, you ate 36 cents worth of rice.
And now I'm really, you know what? Hold on, because I want to know. Let me Google this. Love You, Beth Cooper. Itemized list. Oh, it is on here. Where's the list? Fuck, that's gonna take a deeper Google search, but Imagine getting up in the middle of your graduation speech and saying, "I love you, Beth Cooper," and everybody's like, "Wait, what the fuck did you just do here?" Um, oh, I forgot Lauren London was in that movie. That's right.
When did this movie come out?
2009. Lauren London was one of
Oh,
Beth's
okay,
best friends.
okay.
Hayden Panettiere plays Beth Cooper. I love Hayden Panettiere, by the way. I saw Scream 6 last weekend, too, while we're on the subject of Hayden Panettiere. And it was pretty good, I'm not going to lie. But Hayden Panettiere and Lauren London, you can't go wrong. That's the winning combination right there. Both of them absolutely gorgeous. But aside from all that shit, we're not here to talk about Hayden Panettiere and Lauren London because I could do that forever. We are here to talk about the bullshit that happened this past week. You want to go ahead and start us off? Because, I don't really touch these conversations about these people. So this is all.
So, yeah. So Kim Kardashian, she did an interview, I'm assuming, right? An interview.
No, it wasn't an interview. It was like a clip from an upcoming episode of the next season.
Oh, okay. So the
show.
new season of the new season of Kardashians is airing on Hulu, I think tonight actually, either tonight or tomorrow night. So it was a clip from the show, and she said that Kanye West's antics, like the things that he say and shit like that, the way he acts, is more damaging to her children than her having a sex tape.
Two things can be true. His antics can be very damaging. Let's start there. Her sex tape can also be very fucking damaging. Two things can be true.
Yes.
God, Kanye.
You want me to go or you want to go?
Kanye's a wild nigga. Like, history is repeating itself many
Call him
times.
Steve-O. He is a wild boy.
Hey, that was my joint when that came out. The remix though, that had like Chains and Meek on it and shit like that.
Yeah.
That was my shit though. Two things can be true. She's right. His antics, well, she's right to a certain extent. His antics can be damaging to those children. But that sex tape also can. Because imagine, as kids, we all did this. You were in class, and a motherfucker started, going off on a motherfucker.
Ribbing you.
Yes,
exactly.
Joan and ribbon, whatever you want to call it, playing the dozens, wherever the fuck they call it, where you come from. When a motherfucker be like, nigga, we saw your mama asshole, there's no coming back from that. Because even if she didn't do the tape, remember she did that magazine cover for some magazine over in Europe or wherever, and she had her ass poked out and they had like a champagne glass on her ass or something like that.
Yes. When she broke the internet, remember that was what it was. That she had broke the internet.
The internet broke when Michael Jackson died and Google crashed and the iTunes store crashed. That's when the internet broke. Kim Kardashian did not break the fucking internet, and I'm tired of people saying that shit, all right? They're both wrong. She's wrong. He's fucking wrong. Now this nigga walking around them fucking shoulder pads and then I didn't notice because I think you sent it to me first or I don't remember who sent it. He's got that shit on with a Spanish police shirt because it says Policia, or is it Italian? It's one of the two. And then he's got on pants. His wife's damn near got a version of a shiesty mask on. But aside from that, he didn't have no shoes on. That nigga just had on just random blue socks. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that. But do you think maybe it could have been like, those weird shoes that were not actually shoes, like they were feet? You know what I'm talking about?
You okay? I know what you're talking about. No, I think they were just blue socks. I don't know, but
I didn't notice that though. But what I did notice, and I said this to Derek, he either looked like, what did I say, a Roblox figure or a
Roblox character,
or from Shazam with the fucking pads on.
Yeah, no, I can't. I just can't do it no more.
I mean, so here's my train of thought on it. So, this is what I feel. Parents say some wild shit. No, obviously, like me and Derek are parents, but this wild shit that I say to my kids, and he says to his kids, it's not publicly out there. You won't see it in a magazine, you won't see it on the blogs and shit like that.
And that's the most important thing. They're blaming each other, but they're both real fucked up. They're both fucked up.
But here's my thing though. Words, I always, remember the saying, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt you. Those Kanye said some wild shit, but the fact of the matter is that it's just words. It's no picture behind it. Me watching my mama get taken the fuck down by a nigga.
Pound Town.
Again, Pound
Pound
Town.
Town.
Listen, these children can literally say their mama coochie hole pink and their booty hole brown.
And not for nothing, she got taken down by Willie Ray Norwood Jr.,
who also fucked apparently the bass head herself, Whitney. So
not too much on Nippy. We're not gonna keep doing that. Not too much on Nippy. We're not gonna keep doing that to Miss Whitney. God bless your soul. We're not gonna keep on doing that.
Listen, you opened the door and I had to come in.
There are much worse crackheads to have been in the presence of than Whitney Houston. All right, can we agree?
I will agree with you on that, but you opened the door, and I gotta take any and every opportunity to be silly. So.
But no, we did watch Kim get taken to Pound Town by Ray J.
And I would much rather my daddy, and this is me being honest, and I'm gonna ask you this question, and we may have a special guest in a minute because I'm gonna ask her. I would much rather hear my daddy say
you're
some
not
weird
going to do what I
shit.
think you're going to do.
I would much rather hear my daddy say some weird shit than fucking watch my mama get fucked.
Right.
Exactly.
No,
because
100%.
the thing is that right there, like, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They little kid, especially like maybe not North, because she seemed like she gonna throw hands, but the little boys that they have, because correct me if I'm wrong, they have 2 little girls, 2 little boys, right?
They have Saint,
which is a boy.
Saint is a boy, and then one of the babies is named Chicago.
Isn't it? Chicago is a girl, and Psalm is a boy. So yeah, 2 girls, 2 boys.
Okay.
Them little boys, they gonna grow up. They gonna be like, your mama gonna let me fuck type shit. Hey, your mama gonna let me fuck. Hey, your mama gonna what meat mouth Kim doing? Huh? She gonna suck me up. That's the type of shit that her little boys gonna go through.
So when we were coming up, it'd be like. And shout out to my niggas because all our mothers are very pretty women. And rest in peace to Mrs. P, my brother Steve. I sent you to Joy and you was like, who is this nigga? Why is he your friend? Because you don't need friends like
oh,
this.
yeah.
But shout out Mrs. P and God bless her soul.
Wait, now you got to read what he said.
I don't know if I have it anymore, but
I have it. I'll read
it. Hold on. But so we were all very close and we would joke like, no, your mama fine, nigga. If I had the chance, I'd get with your mama. But that was joking.
Exactly.
That's joking. When them kids get to... North is, 11 now? She'll be 11 next month. Her birthday is right around Kanye's birthday. And his birthday is like 2 days before mine. So Nori will be like 11
We're all
next
Geminis.
Month. Right. Shout out Gemini gang. She's going into junior high, right? It's like the next step. So...
she should be in.
She should be going to the 6th grade. She should be going to the 6th grade. But who the fuck knows what goes on with them in that schooling? Because that girl's in Paris every time we fucking turn around.
I was just about to say she be out and about a lot.
So
but you know what? Also, you want to know something? Also, when they tend to do that, prime example, Beyonce, them, those children also have private tutors and stuff like that.
So maybe they won't have to endure what a normal kid has to endure going to school. And sending them to that Kanye school is just not the right mode because I've heard some wild shit about that school too.
Yeah, I definitely did too.
But yeah, that's jokes. And then my homeboys, those are my bros. Like of all of us, Perez is the only one who's he passed away.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
When they used to make those jokes, was there times that it went a little bit too far and it kind of angered you?
If any of us sensed it was going there, we always stopped to like, yo, all right, cut it out, nigga. Let's
But see, it could have went that way, right?
It could have, but those are my brothers. Like I said, shout out Mrs. Pegues. She's no longer with us. And then Perez unfortunately passed away a few days after Christmas 2014. But even with all that, we never. There's no video of my mom's going to Pound Town.
Exactly.
There's no video of Mrs. P, God rest her soul, going to Pound Town or any of that stuff.
Plus, here's the bigger part of that. Is that A, there's no video. B, these are your friends. Kim and them's kids have a fucking video, and there's people out there who do
They're
not
not
like them and will not
exactly,
like them.
exactly.
So-
They're going to be disliked just because of who their parents are. That's the thing that Kanye and Kim don't understand, and I'm just like, y'all need to get along if for nothing else for those fucking children. But it doesn't help
Right.
when your mother has taken that tape and used it to get the whole family on. Because who the fuck gave a fuck about Kourtney or Khloe before that tape? Before the Kardashians.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
And then not only that, but they just kind of keep having stupid shit come out about them. Maybe not so much Kim, but let's take Chloe.
Them fucking Voldemort ass fingers she got.
That, and here's the deal. The shit with Tristan, she act like they ain't got no other niggas in the sea.
Okay, so here's the thing. Chloe is the last person that needs to be talking about monogamy or any of that, because how many niggas before she had that baby with Tristan? Let's just run down the list of the niggas in the NBA.
Tristan
Tristan is the third nigga in the NBA. Right? First it was, what's my guy?
Didn't she date old dude?
Rashad McCants.
Why is his name? Oh, I didn't know about that one. But she was messing around with whatchamacallit, the one that played for the Rockets,
James Harden.
And then thank you,
Harden, it was Rashad McCants first.
So actually, that's 4.
It was Rashad McCants first, then James Harden, then Lamar Odom, or actually, was Harden was after Odom.
I think Lamar was after Odom.
Lamar is,
but still, right
now,
no,
Harden was after Odom, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're right, because she was married to him, and then she started dating him.
And didn't she have a little thing with French Montana too? She did.
Yes, because remember they was friends with Trina, and Trina
went on the Breakfast Club and aired the nigga out. That's right.
Yup.
Chloe is the last one to be having any conversation about monogamy because, sweetheart, we've watched your dating history play out on television and in the blogs. They just think that they're so high and mighty and that they can't make any mistakes. And it's like, but we've seen the mistakes, my nigga. They're captured on E! And now Hulu and Instagram and Twitter and so on and so forth. And you remember when Kanye went up to the Breakfast Club and said that fuck shit about Amber, like Kim made me take 30 showers before having sex with her because of Amber. And it's like, there's known knowns and there's unknown knowns. We don't know the bodies
That's fucked up.
Hold on. We don't know the bodies Amber has other than Wiz, Savage, and Kanye.
Is Savage her second baby daddy? Is that who that is? The one who's dating
21 Savage.
Cher?
No. That the nigga that dated Cher,
right.
That's who she got the second baby by. And also, real quick on 21 Savage. So this nigga's married, but apparently he was messing with Lotto. But
I just found that out.
How long has he been married? Because he was with Amber publicly for a while. Because he was at the fucking slut walk holding the sign.
Do we even know if he's actually really married?
I don't know. We gotta get a timeline.
Estranged?
But see, 21 Savage is an interesting nigga because this whole time you were from the UK and niggas didn't know that till they tried to deport your ass.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But anyway, back to, and I hate to say this, back to the fucking Kardashians. Chloe's the last person that needs to be talking about monogamy at all. Let's be fucking clear about that. Number 2,
yes,
people who live in glass houses should not throw stones. Kim, you are the epitome of that fucking statement. All right? You are the fucking epitome of that. Let me say this.
Remember on a previous episode I said, or maybe I just said it to you personally. I think I did say it to you personally. I think I texted you it. Kim she has a victim mentality. Kim does no wrong, and if she does wrong, I did something, but you did something worse, and she starts with those crocodile tears.
Those crocodile fucking tears.
I always said that she antagonizes Kanye, and then she puts things out there that make it seem like he's the villain. Like, prime example, remember when she had Nordson and Pete Davidson lap? What the fuck are you doing?
Or didn't Pete apparently get tattoos of the kids' names on him?
Yes, exactly. So you see what I'm saying?
How much of a fucking doof does he look like now?
You was with her for 2 days and you done tattooed all them kids. Tatting all them fucking kids' names on you. What's wrong with you? I haven't played that song on repeat for days now for some reason.
Fabo was a moment, man. D4L was a moment, but Fabo specifically was a hell of a moment in time.
Did you know he was yelling
Barbara!
Barbara? Oh, okay, so you did.
Yes. Yeah. Fabo, man. Come on, dog. Like, come on. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, Shorty Low was a moment in himself.
Excuse me, guys.
But
I'm sorry. I still have a little bit of a cough.
Fabo was a motherfucking moment, dog. Shout out to Fabo, wherever that nigga is,
I
man.
did not know he was yelling Barbara in the song.
Yeah. Yeah, like that was. I remember that one was going ham on Twitter a little while ago. Like somebody named Barbara had done something, and niggas was like, "Oh, gotta pull out Old Faithful."
Stop it! Hey, if y'all have a grandma named Barbara, have her call into the show. Oh my god.
Anyway.
This reminds me. I have a friend. Her mom's name is Sharon. And every time she would do something, I'll be like, Sharon! From Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh my god. Sharon!
Okay, I'm laughing too hard right
now. Shout out to Ozzy with his crazy ass too. So anyway, in other news, this one really got to me. And we've had a conversation about Homegirl multiple times, and I still don't see it for her. I don't hear this.
It is.
Stop. I did see the picture of her with the dark hair, and I was like, see, she looks amazing here. I don't really like the red curly-headed fro because she does look like little orphan Annie. But again,
my mama said Ronald McDonald.
These jokes write themselves, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, people react. This comes from the Shade Room. People react to Ice Spice feature on Taylor Swift's single following racist comments by Taylor's alleged boyfriend, Matty Healy. Taylor for somebody who talked all that pride and God and virgin shit, that girl ain't been married yet, but Taylor keep her a good white nigga around, man. How many different I know you think John Mayer was really with Taylor Swift and wasn't getting that pussy? Let's be real.
You
really think John Mayer didn't get that pussy?
John Mayer, apparently he has been around the block a few times, but I do want to say this. Sometimes celebrity couples don't actually be into each other, and they may not be getting the pussy because they're just together for show, so.
True. I do believe that because we've had that conversation about Jonathan Majors and Megan Good, and everybody was like, speculation. Well, the pictures are out. So even if it's not a real relationship, they are acting as if
they got something going on.
Right.
It's definitely something going on.
But I do think John Mayer fucked Taylor Swift. There's no way I'm going to sit here and believe
that. I agree with you too. If they didn't, okay, so they tried it at least once.
Tore her long ass up. Long back bitch.
Anyway. Play that fucking piano.
Anyway, so this shit is ridiculous. Apparently Homeboy has some shit to say about Ice Spice. So the tweets came out. Ice Spice being featured on the worst Taylor Swift song I've ever heard alongside them racist ass comments Matty Healy made about her. Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. Someone else said Matty Healy said some racist ass shit about Ice Spice on his fucking podcast. This doesn't feel right at all. Oh my god. Another one. The date night with Taylor Swift, Matty Healy, and Ice Spice is going to be awkward. And then this is a tweet from Taylor, and somebody tweeted it. Taylor says, so much to tell you, I'm a massive fan of this brilliant artist, and after getting to know her, I can confirm she is the one to watch. So delighted to say that Karma featuring the incredible at Ice Spice will be out tomorrow at midnight Eastern Time as part of the new Midnights show. There's more to the tweet, apparently. Someone quote tweeted that and said, Taylor Swift failing to address the racist comments Matty Healy made towards Ice Spice and then finding a way to profit off her with a new collab is a textbook example of white women feminism. It's convenient, manipulative, and continues to shield and protect white men. Matty Healy, his apology, quote, I just feel a bit bad. Just a bit?
Just a bit?
And I'm kind of a bit sorry if I've offended you. So I believe the way he's talking, this sounds like he's a Brit, right?
He's not fucking sorry at all.
He's not,
he
but
just
let me
said it
continue.
because he got some heat.
I'm sorry it's not because I'm annoyed that me joking got misconstrued. It's because I don't want Ice Spice to think I'm a dick. I love you, Ice Spice. I'm so sorry. I don't want it to be misconstrued as mean. I don't mind being a bit of a joker. He's definitely a Brit because he said bit 3 fucking times. But I am genuinely sorry.
What that mean?
He's from London. I am genuinely sorry if I've upset them because I fucking love them.
I thought you'd say a brick. A Brit. Okay,
Brit, as
gotcha.
in
Sorry.
British.
Yeah, I thought you said a brick, and that's why I was like, what that mean?
I just,
um,
I no, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no on every planet
do
in the
you
solar
mind touching
system.
on what he originally said?
There's like audio of it, but hold on, let me listen to it. Let me see if I can get.
Barbara.
Hold on. So he said some shit about her being probably Asian or something like that. The joke is that she is the rapper from the Spice Girls. This is just come on,
Yes.
dog. Let's fucking be real. The Spice Girls debuted in like 96 or 97. I was a
And
freshman
this
in high
girl's like
school.
23.
Thank you. Ice Spice was she wasn't even alive when the fucking Spice Girls debuted.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I was barely alive when the Spice Girls debuted.
This is bullshit. He's a fucking clown. And once again, Taylor Swift is a fucking clown. Um, I'm not a Nicki Minaj. Like, I'm not a Barb at all. But there was one time where I stood with that girl and I was like, when they be talking about that little white girl, they be spot on. Nicki went on a rant because she didn't get nominated for a VMA one year or something like that for whatever video. And then and she never said anybody's name. So then Taylor bitch ass got on Twitter, Nicki, I thought we were okay, and I maybe it wasn't me. Maybe it was one of the boys that stole your nomination. Why are you addressing anything? She didn't say your name. You feel
Yeah, I mean,
guilty.
obviously, maybe she felt as though it was one of the boys too.
Look, man. Look.
Taylor Swift is. I've heard a lot of the thing is I've heard a lot of people not like Taylor Swift because the fact is she's a fucking mean girl. And I do believe you. I don't. You probably don't listen to Taylor Swift, but you do have a child who probably has played a few Taylor Swift
No,
songs.
she is
No,
not.
okay.
She is not a Taylor Swift fan.
The only reason I said that is because it's a pop song and they tend to listen to poppy
There were.
TikTok
I'm
music.
not okay.
But
So let me be completely honest with you. Um, what was the one song my cousin played it for me? I was like, oh, this ain't bad. Who was this? He was like, it's Taylor Swift, and I was like, what? Really? This was early Taylor. This was around the time when this is like when Kanye pulled that shit at the VMAs.
oh
So
yeah,
this is then, right? And
Uh-huh.
then she had another song. I knew you were trouble when you
Trouble
walked
when
in.
you walked in.
So I did actually like that record. I'm not gonna lie. And
Yes,
then
that was a good song.
right, but then she got out of pocket. Like she was supposed to be this really nice little girl.
Which I think that that's
'Cause at
what
first
that's
she
where
did-
my
she-
point was going.
She kind of made country music to a certain extent at first,
Yes,
didn't she?
yes,
Right.
exactly. And then there was this one song, the one "Look What You Made Me Do,"
Yes.
and this is the moment.
That was supposed to be a
This is
diss
the-
towards Katy Perry, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Okay,
But this
okay.
was the moment. This was the moment where I was like, "Oh, she using black people when she need them," because I don't know if you saw this video, but it was a bunch of black women and gay black men in the video, and the only snowflake in there was
Was
who?
that the one where
Taylor
she dressed
Swift.
like with gold chains and shit like that? And remember, Earl Sweatshirt got mad. Somebody was like, "Have you seen the new Taylor Swift video?" He's like, "I don't need to see it because she's misappropriating black culture." And they were like, "Well, have you watched it?" He
It
was
could
like,
have been.
I just fucking told you I don't need to see the video because I know what it's about.
Yeah, it could have been. And now I'm gonna be honest with you. You could probably call me biased because I'm not Taylor. My girl Miley did it, but boy, do I fucking love me some Miley Cyrus.
I'm really upset about the whole Miley. We had the conversation about what's your boy what's his name? Post Malone. We had that conversation.
Yeah, and Post Malone.
Miley Cyrus did the same fucking thing. She was hot on her own. She didn't need Mike Will or French Montana or none of them motherfuckers. She was hot on her
Right.
own. Then she started hanging out with them niggas smoking blunts. She was in the fucking the 23 video wearing the Jordan jersey.
Yeah,
dress
well, that was
and all.
her. Yeah, I'm hot. You know, my mama had never heard that song, and she was like, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" We played it for her. She said, "What is this?"
Yeah. So then after she used them to get even hotter than she was, oh, I can't stand hip hop. I'm sick of the my bitch, my hoe shit and telling women to suck your dick. I can't stand hip hop. but you loved it when you used odd niggas to get even hotter
Right.
than you were. And that's why I don't
Yeah.
fuck with her and I don't fuck with Post Malone. Period. And I don't.
Post Malone, and the thing is, y'all, I don't know if y'all know this in reference to my location. So I do live in a DFW area, and Post Malone is from the DFW area. So obviously, he's a big nigga out here. I do not fucking like him. I don't like his music. I don't like his look. I'm pretty sure he does stink, like everyone says.
He do look like he stink.
I don't. I To be honest with you, it really angers me how easy it is for
White artists
people
too.
like him to
Yes.
get so big, because the fact of the matter is that for him, for his voice, I'm pretty sure there's 30 black people out here who could sing 10, who could
The
blow him out
fucked
the
up
fucking
part
water.
is he actually makes good music, but I'm not fucking with him because of that bullshit. To say
I
no,
never know.
I don't make hip hop music, and then I didn't even know he said the whole thing about Allen Iverson till you told me, where he claimed he didn't even know who the fuck Allen
Yeah,
Iverson was.
he didn't even know who he was,
And I was
which
like, wait
goes
a
to
minute,
show you
nigga.
he don't even write his own music. Somebody else probably wrote that entire song for him.
And then to say it wasn't a hip hop song. Allen Iverson is the epitome of hip hop. He's where hip hop and basketball really met. Like Curtis Blow did, basketball in the 80s. And to niggas now, they be like, yo, Curtis Blow is trash. And even to me, I'm like, yeah, Curtis Blow kind of is trash, but he was necessary for hip hop to move further along. So I have to give Curtis Blow his props. But have you heard the Noriega story where he was on Rap Radar podcast? Have you heard that story? So when Nori came out after Capone went to jail, Nori went solo and he did Super Thug with Pharrell, and that shit was out of here. That what?
Oh
what?
wait,
Yeah, right.
I don't think I ever heard this.
You've
song.
never heard Super Thug? Oh my god,
I don't
you're
think so.
bugging. Hold on. So anyway, the buzz was huge. That first album, his first solo album, huge. So the buzz was big for the second album. So he had a song called "Oh No." Nori's one of the first people to really go hard on the Neptunes beat. Like him and Pharrell, like he's from that first batch of niggas that worked with Pharrell and Chad before the Neptunes became like the Neptunes. You know what I'm saying? So
One thing, I love me some Pharrell. I'd kill for you, Pharrell, just so you know.
yo, shout out to Pharrell and Chad. Y'all niggas are geniuses, man. Fucking geniuses. Anyway, so his first single off the next album was called "Oh No." So at this point, Roy Jones was like the boxer, right? And Roy Jones was a part of Jordan Brand. So Nori goes on the Rap Radar podcast. He was like, "There's actually more to the video, but Mike wouldn't clear it." And they were like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "In the video, when Roy Jones is fighting, it's in a Jordan Brand boxing ring." And they were like, "Why wouldn't Mike clear it?" He's like, "Because Mike hates hip hop." And Elliot and Beat are like, "What?" And he was like, "I seen him shut down Redman and Method Man." And they were like, "Get the fuck out of here." He was like, "It was at a Def Jam Christmas party." He was like, "It was Redman, Method Man, all of us. We waiting there." They was like, "Michael Jordan coming in. We all sitting there because we fans." And he was like, Redman and Method Man is over. I'm going to send you the video because you have to see the hand gesture he did. But like, so they said to Mike, "Yo, Redman, Method Man, them over there." He was like, they said Mike looked at the niggas and said, "Fuck rap." It was like walked off.
Sir, what?
He said,
What?
"Dead ass." What? You don't remember Jordan Brand trying to clean this shit up?
No.
Yes. It was about this time when the episode. I want to say it was around Memorial Day, like 2016 or something when this came out. I don't remember. I'm gonna send you the video because when you see what the nigga Nori does, the hand gesture, you gonna die when you see that part. That nigga Mike said to him, he was like, "Fuck rap." But he was like, but he talked to Hove. He was like, he did talk to Hove. He didn't talk to nobody else, but he definitely talked to Hove. So Michael Jordan was like, "That never happened." Then the internet got the internet. Black Twitter was like, "Nah, nigga, you not gonna do this." I swear to fucking God. So they found out it wasn't a Def Jam Christmas party. It was a Mariah Carey album release party. And you know Mike and Mariah are pretty close. Mike and Jay are pretty close. So he left the party with Jay-Z. So Nori was right. The only thing he was wrong about was it wasn't a Christmas party. It was a Mariah Carey album release party. And I'm circumventing. I'm coming back around. Allen Iverson, like, so during that point, them older niggas, like, they fucked with a little bit of hip hop, but they were probably from like the Run DMC era, which I'm from as well. And there's
Right.
nothing wrong with that. But the Fab Five,
New age shit is different.
the Fab Five, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose, Ray King, Jimmy Jackson, Chris Webber. Them young niggas was talking that shit in college, and that's why people hated them. Like, they were getting death threats when they played for the University of Michigan. Like, they was like, what y'all listen to? CMW, Compton's Most Wanted, EPMD, Nas, Dawes Effects. They were entrenched in that shit. Then AI got to the league. Remember, they put the fucking dress code in because of him. He was the first nigga to rock cornrows in the NBA. He was the first nigga to come in completely tatted up. He was releasing an album, and like people like in the top office, David Stern's office, when he was in charge of the NBA, they got like a sneak peek of the album, and David Stern called Allen Iverson ass to New York quick, and he was like, "You release this album, you will never play in the NBA again." He was just talking regular shit that rap niggas talk, but you can't talk about shooting niggas and call them motherfuckers faggots and whatnot when you're representing the NBA as a brand. So they shelved the album. Now, this is at the time where Napster and LimeWire and all that shit was first popping off. So the album did make its way to downloadable sites and shit like that. I heard it. I was a freshman in college when this happened. But to say that you didn't know who Allen Iverson was and it's not a hip hop song, that's bullshit. Because Allen Iverson is hip hop. He brought hip hop to the NBA. They literally created a dress code because of this nigga. Like, Allen Iverson was baggy jeans,
Yeah.
a fitted, a do-rag under it, 3-4 chains at a time, mink coats, the whole getting his hair braided by his mama mid-game and shit like that. And then to say it's not hip-hop, you out your fucking mind. Allen Iverson is hip-hop. He brought hip-hop to the NBA. So, it definitely fuck Post Malone forever for that. And fuck Miley Cyrus too. And on some other shit, fuck Taylor Swift, period. Fuck them. Fuck all three of them.
Let me ask you a question. Do you remember Lil Penny Hardaway?
Fuck yes. It was Chris Rock.
I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Lil Penny was Chris Rock. You didn't know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, that was my shit. Like, first of all, the Penny 1 is one of my favorite shoes of all time. The Penny 2 is coming back. That's a hot one. That one's coming around like November, I think. I definitely have to get a pair of Penny 2s because those were dope as well. And the Foam Posit, a lot of people don't remember, Penny was the first one to wear foams. That was his shoe as well. The red metallic foams are coming next month. I'm hoping to get those for my birthday. So, yo, for sure, I was a huge Penny fan, even though he played on the Magic, and those were the Bulls' direct rivals at that point. Like, Shaq and Penny was out of here. And then Shaq left and went to the Lakers. Yeah, Lil Penny was definitely Chris Rock. That was Tyra Banks, fool.
I was about to say, you remember when him and Tyra Banks had a thing.
Yeah. Well, okay, so even in that commercial, I'm playing basketball, that was a remake of the Curtis Blow record. See how it all comes back around? It all comes back around. This thing we call hip-hop, this thing that we live and breathe. So, yeah, Ice Spice, I don't know why you would do that track. I get it. For you, it's a look that's going to put you in a lot of different ears. But I don't have to like the record for me to understand you are one of the it girls right now. So you really don't need Taylor Swift. You didn't need to do this record. I get it. It's going to get you a look that could one day get you on Good Morning America or something like that, but you didn't need her. She needed you more than you need her. I don't think
it's even gonna do that. But
and you know why?
The thing is that she might need to break it to the black people world. But here's what I think. You want to know? I want to believe. I'm not gonna say what I think. It's what I want to believe in my heart and soul that the record was created before she knew about this. But we will never know that, right?
Apparently, she's just jumping on the record. Apparently, the record already exists. From my understanding, this is like a remix. Or I could be wrong. Remember how?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know why you're not wrong? Because before this came out, my somebody who I know told me, she said, I like that song with Taylor Swift, and I can't think of the name of it right now because I haven't heard it, and I'm not really a Taylor Swift fan, so I probably will never hear it. Mm-hmm. I might hear it now because Ice Spice is kind of just like you said, the it girls, our kids, our girls' age like Ice Spice.
But not even them. Like this is for girls that are 19 and 20. Munch was like their anthem.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, remember Drewski did the whole fucking little munch like real video. You know,
You
his
thought I
little
was feeling
TikToks.
you?
Yeah, when they were
That
in
nigga's a
Waffle House.
munch.
That I didn't even know that was
Yeah,
a
I mean,
thing.
and you're right.
I didn't
But
know that
like
was
the
a
reason
thing.
why
Like they were like, you don't know what
after
song it is. I'm like,
Northwest,
what are you talking about? I just thought it was.
it's actually kind of a cool song. I actually kind of like it. It's catchy.
I literally thought it was just part of Drewski's skit. I did not know. And then they were like, no, it's a girl.
She's probably like Pound Town.
Exactly. I didn't know that was a real fucking record.
Yeah. But since Northwest was hanging out with Ice Spice, she's kind of becoming a little it girl for, little girls. And you notice her music isn't so as raunchy as Munch was now too, and I think it has something to do with Ice Spice. But here's my thing about it is, I like it. It is a remix. I wanna hope, because I actually do like Ice Spice. She's intelligent, she's adorable, and my Lily likes her. So, and I think she, the whole video with Northwest, I thought it was really cute. But I'm hoping that she didn't know about this, and then she did the remix, and then they just released it, and then because I didn't know about it,
she could not know with him issuing that bullshit apology. I kind of feel like this is a way to show that, oh, that was a little moment, but we're past that.
I was about to say that could be it too. This could have been this could have been, Taylor Swift, we need to figure something out type thing to get this out of the limelight type, you know what I'm saying? So to show solidarity with niggas.
You know what this fucking sounds like? When Kanye did the fucking song, the shit where, what the fuck was the song? It was on The Life of Pablo, where he said the shit and Taylor was like, yeah, everybody should know we're cool. And then Taylor came out like, no, I don't agree with that song, and I didn't give him permission to call me a bitch. And then remember, Kim came with the video like she's lying. That was the one time I stood in solidarity with Kim Kardashian, because I was like, I'm sick of Taylor Swift.
I remember this. I remember it.
Right. So, I kind of feel like it's one of those situations where they're like, no, he's not racist, and we're good. Look, we even got a record together. I kind of feel like it's one of those cleanup things.
And you're absolutely. It was a PR thing. Just kind of like I keep saying with the Jonathan Majors and
Megan Good.
Megan Good thing. It's a PR thing, and they used Ice Spice, and the fact of the matter is that Ice Spice may just be like, and still here's the thing: Ice Spice is smart. Ice Spice may see it as this money. I don't give a fuck. Because
right,
sometimes,
and I guarantee you, somebody on her team is telling her, look, you might not agree with him. It's fuck homeboy forever, but this can be a good
but just do it because
it's
a good image. And you want to know something, Derek? Here's the thing. Just like you always say in our other podcasts, they don't have staying power. So you got to get all you can now while you high.
Right, and that's why.
So that could be what it is. Which I don't blame her, because hey, guess what? I mean, we think about it. Anybody who work for white people, you get up and you go slave for them, and you choke down what you really want to fucking say, because hey, you got to get all the money you could get, right?
Right, 100%.
So I mean, that's either way, if that's what's going on, then hey, I guess there's nothing we could do. And it's actually a smart move, because guess what? Just as much as Taylor using her, she using Taylor, because I'm pretty sure it wasn't probably no $50 she gave her. She probably coughed up some coins.
I mean, she might not even got a bag for this, but like I said, Taylor needs Ice Spice right now more than Ice Spice needs Taylor. Because she is the it girl. She's the it girl. Taylor's cold. Ice Spice is fucking popping hot. Taylor needs her more than she needs her right now. Period.
I agree, and you're right. She may not have gotten a bag for it. What she got was publicity.
Yeah.
So 100%. And we know with publicity comes every other thing.
And because like I said, doing a record with Taylor Swift could get her to, like, she's big because everything she's done. And ratchet shit is like for 19 and 20-year-olds, ratchet shit is where it is. She can't get to Good Morning America though with Munch. A Taylor Swift feature could get her to Good Morning America and shit like that.
And she is open.
That could get her to fucking SNL and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Because guess what? Her being friends with Kim Kardashian is gonna open doors for her too.
Yep.
You see, she going over there hanging out with Northwest. What did Kim Kardashian do? Just like you said, SNL.
Yep. Yeah. It's gonna open doors for her. Taylor needs her more, but Ice Spice is smart for getting if she
And
gets what.
remember I sent you that article where she owns all her masters and shit like
Yeah,
that. The
and I'm
bitch is
proud of her
smart.
for that. I'm proud of her for that. I don't know how it's good. Like, she can get her shit in the commercials and in the residuals and film and television and stuff like that. I'm very proud of her for doing that because, like we said, staying power is a thing. How long are these records really? I couldn't tell you the last time the City Girls put out a song, but I know Carisha's everywhere. I'm watching the Celtics and Heat game last night. She's courtside in
She was
Miami
there
with
with
Diddy.
Diddy.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, did you see the video? Oh no, she just made it.
She
She just it was it her or was it City Girls that just dropped the song? Because
she was in
remember I don't know
Chanel
if you saw
spending
the
Diddy's
video where
money.
they was in Chanel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was for her video.
I mean, it is what it is. What get what
Which
you.
she's lame as fuck. Did you see that tweet that so Ari tweeted to her, she said, "What you gonna do with that naked picture I sent you?" And she was like, go lay in my bed and play with my pussy. That's why are you so fucking lame?
Because they do it. It's like, here's the thing. A few years back, that would have been shock value, but it's not even shock value anymore. That's
Exactly,
super
because
fucking
everybody
normal.
nasty.
It's super normal. It's super normal. I don't know. Off that topic though, let's move on to the next one. Where you at? Hello.
What's the next topic? Oh, what's the next topic?
The whole prom shit, which I'm.
Oh, yes. So, we did have a request for us to discuss something on. Sorry, I had you a blank out. My bad. We did have a request to discuss why black people do big send-offs, not spin-offs, send-offs for prom. White people may do it too. Asian people, all the other races may do it too. We just don't know because black people are so publicized.
Yeah.
So my
Because
opinion
we
on this
put it all
is
on fucking social media.
exactly, absolutely. Which you know what? To be honest with you, if I'm gonna spend this type of money, I want everybody to see it too.
I hear
But
it.
this
I
is
hear
what
you.
I explained to with this was actually my best friend who wanted us to discuss this topic. So this is what I said. First of all, there's this thing where a lot of black people didn't graduate high school, didn't get to go to prom for whatever reason it may be. It may have been young mothers.
I only went because my mom wanted me to go because she didn't go to her prom. That's the only reason I went. Like, I did not give a shit about that, to be completely honest with you.
Right.
And keep in mind,
And see, there's people who didn't want to go because it was just, not their thing. But a lot of people, it was because they, like prime example, my mom, she had me at 16, so she obviously did not get to go to her prom. I know another young lady, she had her daughter at 12. Sad enough.
God
She
damn.
did not go to prom. Yeah, 12, which means she got pregnant at 11. So like probably like when she first started her period.
well, there was a video the other day where the mom was like 22 and the daughter was whatever it was. She was like 9 years younger, and like the video was them dancing, and then it stops, and it's a dude, and he's like trying to do the math. He's like, "Hold the fuck up!" And in the comments, they were like, "She got pregnant when she was 9. If this is simple
Yeah.
math, she got pregnant at 9 years old." And somebody was like, "That
I
can't be
also know
possible." And they were like,
someone-
if she had her period at that point,
Yeah,
she can get pregnant.
Absolutely. We're not gonna touch too much on this subject. I just want to throw it out there. There was a case in Oklahoma, and the girl was like, she was 12 and she was pregnant. And the thing is that they had brainwashed the little girl so much. She was excited to be a mom, and she had like her I guess her husband, her boyfriend, whatever you want to call him. He's legally not her husband, but that's what they were saying.
That's fucking disgusting.
He was like 26 years old.
And the family had no issues with it. That is fucking
No,
disgusting.
none at all. They threw her a baby shower and everything, so everyone was charged. But this was in Oklahoma, so they're kind of retards in Oklahoma, but that's what it is.
Boomer Sooner, though.
But-
Man. Shout out to Sooner.
Yeah. But being so close to Oklahoma, a lot of people are OU fans. But yeah, it's a lot of black mothers don't get to go to prom, so that's one thing. So they're excited for their kids to enjoy those moments. Second of all, black people are very extra, and I fucking love
As
it because
fuck.
I am extra. Which I'm gonna make this point, and Derek is probably gonna agree with me. During the drug times and everything, when the black people were coming up on when they were selling the drugs and making all that good money, why you think they had to have the flashy fucking brand new BMW with the gold rims, the big
Gold
ass heavy
BBSs,
Cuban
gold
link
BBSs.
chains?
Because
You
we
know?
want. But here's the thing:
We're flashy.
black people, we have to show off our wealth. right?
Absolutely. If we ain't showing it off, we ain't got
It's
it.
like you don't
What did
have it.
Kanye say? White people get money and don't spend it. And black people. What was he saying? You
He
remember?
had a
You know what I'm
bunch of
talking about,
he had
right?
a bunch of bars. It was on his first album. That was the Kanye that we all fell in love with.
I think he said black people get a little money and they go ignorant, and white people get money and don't spend it, and that's the truth. We got
We have to show off our
the
wealth.
gold teeth and everything, the big ass Cuban links, fucking going in. Prime example, Young Miami and Diddy buying all them Chanel bags. Here's
That's
the thing: do you see? You
we
don't
still
see it
we
now. We're
still
gonna
do
bring it
that.
back
Like
to
it,
Kim K.
me,
You
Sterling
don't see
Shakar
her
will
going make
literally
videos of that.
me, Sterling Shakar would literally be in group chat talking about some random shit, and then one of us would see a sneaker and then send it like, "Oh, those are definitely copped. Those are a must-have." Like
Absolutely.
that's just what black people do. We do
And
have
when you gonna look at when you get them, you gonna post them online.
for sure,
you
for
know.
sure. I like if like every sneaker culture really took a hit because of Instagram because there were people who were really into it and collectors and shit like that. But Instagram changed sneaker culture, and that's when bots and now raffles came
I
in.
was about to say they got all them bots and
Yeah, you used
raffles
to
now.
be
You
able to
can't
just
even
walk
get a
into the
good pair of
store and,
shoes.
and walk into and buy the shoe. You can't do that anymore. And that's
The
like,
only way you get it is if you got a fucking plug or you pay astronomical resale
no,
prices.
no, I still get stuff at retail. You just have to be, you have to have your card info on there and be ready to go when that shoe hits. Also, my shoe size is a blessing to me because people
I
are
was
like,
about to say you might have a different like with me. I'll be honest. When I kept trying to get the foam runners, I had several people enter the raffle, and nothing. Still don't own a
it's
pair of foam
almost
runners.
impossible. So if you wear, here's just a tidbit of information. If you wear the sizes between 9 to 12, you wear the most common shoe size,
Absolutely,
and you're
yes.
going
And
to
the foam
strike
runners,
out
you
on
had
a
to go
lot
up
of
in
them.
size.
You're going to strike
Yeah.
out a lot of times on raffles. That's 9 to 12 is the most common shoe size among men for sure.
And
So
then that's absolutely true because my friend, I think he had won two foam runner raffles, but he wears like a size 14. I wear a 8.5 in men's, which means I had to go up to a 9. So,
hmm
so I never got any. And I would have had to pay resale. Unfortunately, they don't make them anymore. So, we'll see where that goes if I get a pair. I still want a pair really fucking bad, but
shout out to Nike and Jordan brand. The Air Jordan 17 Lightning Lows are coming back next spring, and I cannot fucking wait. I didn't get them when they originally released. I got the black 17s. That's when it came in the briefcase with the CD. My brother got the Lightning Lows, and one time he let me wear them out to a club. I actually met Prince that night. Also, just saying.
Oh, well.
This is before a camera phone, so there's no footage or no pictures of it, unfortunately. But yeah, shout out to Jordan Brand for bringing those back. I'm super fucking excited for those. A lot of great sneakers coming up. Like I said, red metallic foams come next month. There's a Jordan 2 low coming in July. The red cement Jordan 4 in August. The playoff 8s I think are September. The Aqua 6s are October. Cherry 12s in November. The Penny 2s around that same time. And the DMP 11s are the holiday Jordan release too. So it's a lot of heat coming from Jordan and Nike, man. Great resurgence in the retro shoe market. Absolutely loving it. And I actually have a review of the Air Jordan 6 Toro Bravo on my Patreon in the next couple of days. So, yeah, I need to go ahead and subscribe. But the prom thing, I mean, I get it. We didn't do it when I, like, literally, I think my prom is probably this weekend 23 years ago. The coolest thing about my prom is that the hotel that it was at, Outkast was staying in the hotel. So we did see Big Boy getting off the elevator. But other than that, I only went because my mother didn't get to go to hers and she absolutely wanted me to go.
Yeah, see, there you go. Just like I said, it's and the thing is that, like I said, and then things are different nowadays. We're more extra now. With new
Right. It
generations
was
comes more extra
Polaroids.
shit.
In the dope boy era of the 80s and shit like that, it was Polaroids. That's when drug dealers really started making money as black men. Rich Porter is a folk hero to people in Harlem. And they still, like, Rich Porter got killed. If you've seen Paid in Full, Rich Porter is Mitch in the Paid in Full version. But they still celebrate Rich Porter's birthday every year in Harlem. That's how big he was to Harlem culture. And Harlem is basically the center of all black culture. Um, but those dope boys, they were the first ones with like solid gold pistols, a Saab on Monday, a BMW on Tuesday, Rolexes, three different beepers, this, that, and the third. That's where a lot of our culture comes from. That flashy shit. But even taking it back to the 70s, when my dad was coming up, the nigga had three-piece suits and pea coats and shit like that, and they wore big ass hats and shit like that, and that
The
was their
big ass
time.
fur coats that they
Yeah,
was
that
wearing
was
when it's cold
so. It's just
outside.
every generation
Exactly.
is doing it a bit different. Now the thing is, when we went to prom, we were an actual tuxedo. These kids is wearing what the fuck ever. Did you see LeBron's son fucking prom shit, Bronny?
Um,
He wore that chrome heart shit,
no.
that shit that Drake was wearing.
I saw one picture and then I saw his date and I didn't need to see anymore.
Yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. He had a chrome heart suit on. He didn't have a shirt on. But even the funny thing is, like when my high school graduation, my parents dressed up. The pictures from Bronny's graduation came out. Bryce was in some Crocs, a hoodie, and like a pair of cargo pants. Bron was in like a fucking a jogging suit, and like even the parents
Oh
don't dress.
yeah, everybody dressed up. Actually, under my cap and gown, I had on a fucking
I had a full.
like a after five dress
I
and
had a full
heels.
suit on. Like, and my parents was like, "This is your graduation gift." I was like, "Wait, the fucking suit I'm wearing to graduation?" They're like, "Yeah,
I
this your
take this
gift."
motherfucker back.
Man, big time. Like, man, no, y'all can keep this shit. I can wear jeans and a t-shirt under this joint. What the fuck is
Yeah,
this
I had
about?
on an after five dress, I believe, a black after five dress and some heels
Yeah,
under my cap and gown.
Bronny wore. I don't know what like the jeans and shit or whatever if it was jeans, but he definitely wore those black Travis Scott Jordan 1s. Like that's what he wore to his graduation. Like no nigga, I was in hard bottoms. It's different, and
My
even
mama probably would have beat me if that's what I wanted to
a
fucking wear to my
100%.
graduation.
And then aside from that, the fact that Bron and Savannah didn't even dress up, I was just like, it's a different time.
What the fuck?
They didn't dress up.
I didn't see that.
That nigga
I
Bron
didn't
was
see
like,
that.
it's on his Instagram. Hold on, let me see what they had on.
Yeah, everybody had to. When my brothers them graduated, I remember I actually had on. It was, of course, it's summertime. When my brothers and them graduated, I had on. Actually, you know what? Now that you say that, I understand. You know why? My sister-in-law graduated from high school this weekend. Congratulations, Melanie. We love you. So she and my I didn't get to go to the graduation. Uh and it's just to be clear, she's not. She's actually my sister-in-law's baby sister that graduated, but still
Okay,
my
because I was gonna be
sister-in-law.
like, hold the fuck up, what's going on
Yeah,
now?
she's my sister-in-law's baby sister, but she's still family. You know what I'm saying? So she graduated from high school, and my sister-in-law and my brother went to the graduation. And my sister-in-law, I think she had on leggings, and my brother had on jeans and a shirt. Like, so yeah.
He's got a
But when I
pair of
went to
Chrome
my
Heart
brother,
jeans on.
uh huh.
Looks like a white button up and the black Travis Scott lows. Okay, Bron is not wearing a jogging suit. I take that back. He's
But he ain't
he's
wearing a
got
suit,
on
is he?
he's got on Nike Cortezes, a dad hat. It looks like a corduroy jacket with the hoodie under it. Bryce got a hoodie that's cut at the bottom with Kobe on it. Some gray jogs. Bryce is wearing Crocs. Bryce got on a do-rag.
What the fuck?
Savannah's the only one who looks somewhat dressed up. Even Zuri's not really dressed up.
I was about to say, what was the baby wearing?
Man, look. They just not. It's. Hold on. I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
Oh, these Toro
But
6s
yeah,
are
for my
gorgeous.
brother's
Ooh.
for
I
my
had to have
brother's
these.
graduation, I remember I wore a I kid you not, I wore a lime green dress. Lily dressed up, and me and Lily actually color coordinated. We both wore like lime green heels. I had my hair freshly done. I curled it and everything. I mean,
They're not doing that
because
stuff
the thing
anymore.
is that these pictures gonna be forever. I could actually, Derek, I could probably find my brother's graduation pictures.
I don't
for
have
you.
any pictures from my graduation. My parents have them all. But even aside, it's
Well,
just like.
also here's the thing: it's a little bit easier now because we have camera phones and shit like
Right,
that.
it's
You know,
completely different. We take our entire picture library with us everywhere we go because they're on our
absolutely.
phones. And like you had
How many
like,
pictures you got in your phone, by the way?
ooh, let's see. 2,419. 61 are just shoes. 26 pictures of myself, 324 pictures of Kennedy that are labeled in a Kennedy folder, but there's way more of her than that. 426 pictures from Twitter, 200 pictures of Bailey. Um, generally, I
You
delete
have
most of the
200 pictures of Bailey?
yeah. Generally, I delete most of the
That's
Nike
fucking
Run Club
cute.
stuff, but then 71 pictures are behind the scenes from the first film we shot, but there's way more than that as well. So there's a lot of shit in my phone.
I have, and this is, I'm just giving you a total. I have 32,681
That is
photos.
what gig? What gig phone?
1,000. I have the 1 terabyte.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense then. That makes sense.
So, and the reason why I do that is because I'm not willing to part with any. Of course, probably a lot of my pictures are bullshit, but that would take a lot of time.
Well,
to go
yeah, a
through
lot of my
and
pictures are
delete it.
fucking. A lot of my pictures are memes, specifically Simpsons wrestling memes. But yeah,
Yeah, so it would take a lot of time to go in and remove that, which I don't want to do that because the thing is that, but a lot of my pictures are legitimate shit that I, like Lily's baby's pictures and
right.
fucking, like vacation pictures, and because the amount of pictures you take on vacation is
Yeah,
ridiculous. And I do have some of I have folders with like me and exes and shit like that for when Mad Day comes. But
oh no, those are gone. Those are the
I
minute
have a
you're
lot of
out, I'm
tattoo
out.
pictures for my tattoo ideas because I don't know if y'all, I do have a shit ton of tattoos, right, Derek?
A fair
I have a
amount, a
lot
fair
of
amount,
them.
I'd say.
Yeah, and there's a lot more coming. So what I do is I find like tattoos and I kind of like, take this out, put this in, stuff like that, to create my tattoo ideas.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have a lot of tattoo pictures, screenshots of songs. I mean, screenshots of text messages because you never know when what Mad Day is gonna come. So a lot of it may
Yeah,
just be bullshit.
I don't know. A lot of shit I'm just like, once it's over, it's over. I'm like, all right, you can go now. But other than
I don't know.
that,
I got screenshots for when I feel like fighting with you sometimes, bro. I'm just
okay,
kidding.
regardless. Anyway, but I don't think you were kidding, to be honest with you. But anyway,
No, I really don't because me and Derek don't. We don't really fight, guys. Actually, it's we send now. We do. I do screenshot me and Derek's text messages because it'll be like stuff we're gonna talk about on the show, like it's topics and stuff like that, or like just random meme shit. Because me and I send Derek a lot of wild shit throughout the day, and I say a lot of wild shit. Like what was it the other day, Derek? I was in the bathroom and I was like, "Hey, this lady next to me."
oh my god, oh my god, we're not having a conversation. So anyway, in other news, to wrap things up, so uh, Sony started doing these things called PlayStation showcases, and the first one they did was I think the day after my birthday, 2020. Because so this is what I now call game season. It used to be E3 season. So E3 is basically video game Christmas, or was. So in 2019, I think it was around January, Sony was like, we're not going to E3. And everybody's like, what the fuck? Why not? And they were like, basically, we've shown you everything we had to show that was going to be the remainder of the PlayStation 4 life cycle. At that point, Spider-Man was already out. We knew The Last of Us Part 2 was coming. We knew Ghost of Tsushima was coming. All that stuff they had shown the year before. God of War is already out. All this stuff is out. So they're like, there's going to be obviously Madden and 2K and Call of Duty, but we don't need to have a showcase to show you third-party games. So no, we're not going to go to E3. So everybody's like, what the fuck happened? So then E3 2019 was okay. It wasn't anything great to write about because obviously Sony wasn't there. So then 2020 happens and we're like, fuck, we can't even be around people. So we knew that the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S were coming that holiday season. And that means November, early November, because you want to get it out before Black Friday. So
Right.
the first PlayStation Showcase was supposed to be the very first week of June, but then the George Floyd murder and all that stuff happened, and Sony was like, let's read the room, we're going to push it back a week. So it took place the day after my birthday, and that was when they showed us Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Horizon Forbidden West, and some other games as well, and the enhanced and expanded version of Grand Theft Auto 5. Which is bullshit. That is the only game I believe that will survive a nuclear holocaust. It is on its third generation of consoles. GTA 5 came out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Then they gave us a new version on the PS4 and Xbox One. And now there is a whole nother version on the PS5 and Xbox Series X. And I would be remiss if I didn't believe the game would show up on the PlayStation 6 and whatever the next Xbox is called. But anyway, So the first PlayStation Showcase was phenomenal. So then we get another one September of 21. This one they showed us Knights of the Old Republic remake or the teaser for it, God of War Ragnarok, Spider-Man 2, which features Kraven the Hunter, Venom, Spider-Man, Peter and Miles, which was dope.
That God of War Ragnarok, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I watched your live on it, fuck, I wanted it.
That's that shit. That's that shit. I'm still playing New Game Plus on that, by the way. So then Microsoft acquires or makes the move to acquire Activision Blizzard, which would give them control of the Call of Duty IP, Crash Bandicoot, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, all that shit. And so at this point, Sony's like, no, we have to block this because if you if Microsoft gets control of Call of Duty and they make it exclusive to Xbox, then they're basically going to kill off a good percentage of Sony's business. Because people generally, PlayStation had a deal with Activision where they were the official home of the Call of Duty League. So when you went to Call of Duty tournaments, they were played on PlayStation consoles. Well, then Activision allows themselves to be acquired by Microsoft. Well, Sony blocked the deal. The FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, blocked it here. The CMA blocked it in the UK, and it was blocked somewhere else in the world. I can't remember exactly. So Sony's saying to all these people, the FTC, the CMA, all these people, yo, you can't let them have this because they will make Call of Duty exclusive and they will kill our business. And Microsoft's like, we wouldn't do that. And Sony's like, oh yeah, okay. Well, y'all bought Bethesda, and there was a PlayStation version of Redfall in development, and the minute Microsoft came in, they were like, cancel that shit. It's not coming out on anything but Xbox and PC. And so Sony's like, they're presenting facts, but at the same time, they're supposed to have this back catalog of shit that's supposed to come and blow our shit, like blow our minds, and they can't show it because they don't want to look too strong. Because like Microsoft is third, it's Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft, right? You can't like they after a while they have no footprint in Japan. It was so bad that they stopped selling the Xbox 360 over there, and if you lived in Japan and you wanted one, you had to pay to import it over there. Like, that's how bad it is. Microsoft does not sell consoles outside of the US and a little bit in the UK. Other than that, nobody cares anywhere else in the world. So Sony was holding all this stuff back because everybody's like, they can't do anything right now because if they come out and show us what they have, then it's going to make Microsoft look weak, and then Sony's more than likely going to lose that case. So the CMA blocked the deal, and then it's like, okay, so this might not happen, or they're going to have to sell off certain parts of the business in order to keep the deal intact. A lot of people are like, they may have to sell Call of Duty as an IP in order to be able to, acquire the rest of Activision Blizzard. So when that happens, out of nowhere, Sony finally announces a showcase. Now, between that, they've been doing state of plays, and state of plays are generally about 30 to 45 minutes, sometimes an hour, and they'll tell you, this is what we're going to show you tomorrow. Generally, it's third-party stuff, which means it's not something developed by one of Sony's in-house studios. Or it'll be PSVR stuff. They set the expectations for us. If they'd have called it a state of play, I think we'd have all been fine with it. They called it a PlayStation showcase. So we're all expecting the heavy hitters, like they're about to do some big shit. They came out Wednesday and they laid a fucking egg. Some people are saying it is the worst Sony PlayStation showcase of all time. I disagree. The PlayStation 3 showcase was bad because when you come out and say there's two versions, there's two different SKUs of the PS3, one is $500, the other is $600. What? And then they literally said on stage, well, if you really want one, you'll get a second job. Like, the PS3 was being scalped on eBay. I remember sleeping on the floor of the garden department in Walmart to sit in line to get a PlayStation 3. When I got home, my mother was like, you spent $1,000 on that? I'm like, no, it was not $1,000. She's like, that's what they said on. I'm like, no, that's what people are selling them for on eBay. The price is $600. Well, still, that's $600. It's my money. I made the money. I can do what I want with it. But they came out and they laid a fucking egg. They laid a fucking egg. The worst part about the showcase was they said PS5 and PSVR stuff. This is what they told us in advance. Had they said it's going to be third-party stuff, I think we'd have all been okay. But they didn't. So then they start showing off all these games, a bunch of which were fucking lackluster. 10 minutes after the showcase ends, Xbox Twitter account tweets, graphics of all the games Sony showed. Like, yeah, that's coming to Xbox too. Everything they showed except for Spider-Man 2, which they closed the show with, everything else damn near is coming to Xbox. They came out and they laid a fucking egg. So the online, everybody's like, this is fucking terrible. Sony heard. Where's Bend? Where's Naughty Dog? Where's Team Asobi working on? What is Bluepoint working on? What is Housemarque working on? What are all these studios doing? So I ended up in a Twitter space a few hours after the show with a guy named Robert Morrison, and he works for development studios. I didn't realize he currently works for Sony Bend. So he was just like, guys, these things take time, and I was like, okay, well, fine, we're gonna have that conversation. Do you really want to have this conversation? He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, Days Gone shipped the same day that Avengers Endgame came out. Like, I literally remember leaving the theater from seeing Endgame and going home and booting up Days Gone on my PlayStation 4 Pro. And that was the spring of 2019. So what the hell has Sony been working on this whole fucking time? I was like, Insomniac put out Spider-Man in 2018. Then we got Miles Morales in 2020, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart in 21, and we know that Spider-Man 2 is coming this fall. He's like, well, there's a difference. He's like, Insomniac's team is much bigger than our team. He was like, here at Bend, there's only 100 people that work in our studio. He's like, about 100 people. Whereas Insomniac has a much bigger studio, so once they're getting close to the end of one game, another team can break off and start working on their next project. And I was like, okay, I understand that. But aside from you guys, where was Naughty Dog? Where was Housemarque? Where was Team Asobi? Where were all these other studios that Sony has invested so much money in? Most of the show was a bunch of live service games. And this is the problem. And my kid and my nieces, my nephews, they're downstairs right now, and they are all Fortnite players. And I do like Fortnite. But here's the issue. Everybody is chasing Fortnite, and they're trying to make live service games. Sony has invested in 10 to 12 live service games, and that's just not going to work. Because if they're all shooters, you're going to split the fucking player base. Nobody's going to invest money in, like, there's people who play Apex or they play Fortnite. Rarely do you have somebody who plays both of them. Because you're paying for a battle pass on two separate games. You're going to fucking split the player base. So, my grade for the Sony showcase, even though we did see a teaser trailer for Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, but guess what? It's also coming to Xbox and coming to PC. We saw a trailer for Alan Wake 2, but guess what? We knew about Alan Wake 2 last summer. So that was a D+. And the only thing that got it to a D+ was the Spider-Man 2 gameplay. So I don't know. I do more of a deep dive and the fallout from the showcase. If you guys are interested in hearing it, it is on my Patreon, and obviously that'll be in the episode details. Other than that, I got nothing else. And my food is also getting cold, so.
Same. But with that being said, you guys, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Stay safe. Come back and see us next week. Come back and listen to us next week. We love you guys. Again, thank you for all your continued support. And there is nothing else to say. Goodbye out there in podcast
Peace out.
land.
Happy holidays, you guys. Peace.